What's the most mind-blowing fact you've ever heard? That there is a jellyfish that is biologically immortal. Every time it starts to age past its peak, it reverts back to an adolescent phase and restarts. They could theoretically live forever. 1 teaspoon of honey is the life work of 12 bees. 1. Every 2 minutes, we take as many photos as all of humanity took during the 1800s. 2. In the span of 66 years, we went from taking flight to landing on the moon. 3. John Tyler, America's 10th president, has 2 living grandchildren. John Tyler served from 1841 to 1845, a full 20 years before Abraham Lincoln. He had a son, Lyon, at age 63. Lyon would have Lyon Jr. and Harrison at 71 and 75, respectively. Both are still alive today and in their 80s. When you lay down outside, looking up at the sky, you're actually staring down into an infinite cosmic abyss with only the Earth's gravity stopping you from drifting off forever. If you add up the total amount of hours that World of Warcraft players have played the game, it comes out to 6.8 million years. Astronomer here. Too many mind-blowing facts about the universe to begin to list them. But I did hear one that impressed me quite a bit recently about Saturn. It turns out its rings are the flattest structure known to man. They are 300,000 kilometers from end to end, but a mere 10 meters thick. To give a little bit of perspective, we are talking about something almost the distance from the Earth to the moon that constantly stays about the length of a city bus. Blew my mind at least. Bonus Saturn facts. It is light enough that, if you could find a big enough bathtub, it would float, and is about the temperature of liquid nitrogen. So if you ever find some liquid nitrogen to pour onto your hand safely, you know what it's like to touch Saturn. Edit. A lot of you are questioning the touching liquid nitrogen thing. I have done this countless times when bored in physics lab. There is an air cushion for a second or two before serious problems occur. Meaning if you pour it onto a non-cupped outstretched hand, no jewelry on, above the ground, you're more than fine. Don't try it with a toddler. But it's safe for careful adults to try. Cheers. When you get a kidney transplant, they usually just leave your original kidneys in your body and put the 3-carat RD kidney in your pelvis. There is a spot on the moon that is colder than the surface of Pluto. There is a spot on the sun that is more liquid than the surface of Uranus. It would take 84 years to sleep in every bed in the hotels at Disney World. If you slept in each bed for 1 night, or 500 new stars are created every single second. There are more people learning English in China than there are native English speakers in the entire world. I'm so lucky that the world picked this messed up language to be the international standard. It blows my mind that the moon we look at every night is the same moon that has been looked at for thousands upon thousands of years. The ancient Mayans, the Greeks, empires have risen and fallen under that moon. Within the past century, we've touched it. A speck of dust is the halfway point between the size of the Earth and the size of a subatomic particle. Got that one from Rooster Teeth of all places. Science teacher confirmed it for me. Edit. I mean by order of magnitude. I don't do the words well. Stem cells could extend the lives of future humans. Scientists injected mice that normally live 21 days with stem cells, and they lived about 70 days, which is equal to an 80-year-old human living to be 200. A million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is 31 years. Mammoths were still alive when the Great Pyramid at Giza was being built. That you've known your parents your entire life, but they've only known you for a portion of this. A woman's body converts blood into breast milk. The brain requires a little bit of time to process incoming information. You are actually living a fraction of a second behind reality. The stray bullet may have already come through the window and you don't know it yet. More man hours go into playing League of Legends every 2-3 weeks than were used in the construction of the Great Pyramids. Total. In 1903 the Wright brothers flew for 59 seconds. 38 years later the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. 28 years after that, we landed on the moon. The fact that I'm around 999% empty space. Seriously, I see this question asked over and over, And the fact that you could compress the matter of the entire human race into a space the size of a sugar cube never comes up. When you dream and see other people's faces aren't blank. But your brain doesn't generate new faces either. Rather, your brain stores every face it has seen in some database in your brain that it accesses to populate the faces in your dreams. That's pretty cool on its own. But the next step would be that this means that your face is stored in the brain memory of every single person that has laid eyes on you. Strangers walking down the street who gave you a quick glance. Every classmate you've ever had. Bullies and besties alike. Your face is probably downloaded into a million brains right now. Edit. I can't find a source right now. But even if I found one, a cursory glance at Google tells me my chances are limit will be watertight. I'm also pretty sure I messed up the phrasing, and I'm certain that I'm not a dream researcher or neurologist. Feel free to withhold your upvotes. When two people kiss, they create a tube with an asshole at each end. That's beautiful, man. A straw has only one hole. A straw is a hole. We are just a bunch of space monkeys on a rock falling through the universe. If the sun shrunk down to the size of a white blood cell, then the Milky Way, the galaxy, will be the size of America. Please subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of Reddit Universe.